Hey folks, PJ here, joined by Disco Boy.
Disco.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Star Trek Discovery Commentary, Season 2, Episode 10, The Red Angel. Hey Blue, how are you today, Starfleet Boy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, we are ready. Let's jump into it. I'm
Yeah.
going to start
So
right away.
3. Oh, you do it. You do it.
You can do it, it doesn't matter.
And what does it go on? Go, right? You do the go.
How about I just do the countdown?
Yeah, just do it, man.
Why are you so confused?
Because Robbie does it on 0.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
doing so many of these.
He's messed you up.
He's messed me up.
Well, okay, it's 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Okay, got it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
You can do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Previously on Star Trek. Oh, perfect.
You said you don't understand why it chose you.
Yeah, we're perfectly in sync.
COVID mask. This is the episode where it all comes to a head. I'm glad they recapped this. Everyone's messed up this season.
Yeah. The emotions are more legit, I find, in this season than the next one, where they seem to be extremely depressed over their decision to follow Michael when they simply could have stayed. All of them, including well, I don't know about Michael, but yeah, the ship didn't have to go.
It would have been wild if they actually did leave everyone behind and only Michael went to the future and that she had to start with a whole new crew.
Yeah, the producers are like, you're all fired except Sonequa.
Sonequa. It's... Oh, why'd they fade into him? That's weird.
Oh yeah, this is the one where Saru's like,
Sing song.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. They faded into him because it exonerates him.
Ooh. I lost my boat out in the sea.
Non's like, we still don't trust your ass, but... Data erasure.
I want to care.
They're erasing all the control data. That's right. Oh, that's sad.
Wouldn't it be just it would have been so much easier just to have disintegrated her into nothingness. You know what I mean? But I guess they want to preserve her body. I guess.
Don't they just throw it back out into space?
Yeah,
or something?
it's like let's litter space with her corpses.
Yeah,
I always figured the best thing to do would just be to absorb the body somehow, like would disintegrate it.
Yeah, like a disintegration or like a cremation, right? Better to put.
Cremation is so much more popular now today than not to get all depressing about going to funerals, but a lot of funerals in the past few years have the body's never been there. I'm Roman Catholic, and it's just more and more people are deciding to be cremated.
Who, even Catholics? That's interesting.
And even I don't want to. I don't want to be a corpse filled with formaldehyde and done up with makeup and stuff in a box for people to see. I always found that aspect of funerals creepy, like the body in the room, which I understand, like the meaning of it and all this, but it's somehow easier when it's not a body in a coffin, basically.
Braxton, we're on episode 10. Red Angel, and we're at 3 minutes 49, 3 minutes 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and evening greetings to you. Monday greetings. Oh yeah, it's a Monday. PJ, my sister already paid for this thing that's really cool. I'm thinking of doing it myself. She's gonna have her body put in the base of a tree, and a tree will grow from it. So they'll plant it in an orchard somewhere, and it'll be cremated probably. So her ashes will be responsible for a new tree, which is kind of cool.
I've heard about that.
I want my consciousness transferred into a golem.
Why can't I die?
This is really pretty. By the way, today's Doug Jones' birthday.
Happy birthday, Doug Jones. I know you're listening. Right now.
At this moment.
You are Blue Spark.
That would be amazing.
I've all of a sudden turned Gaelic, and I don't know why. Oh, tee-tee-tee-tie, where's me lucky charms?
Crazy shot that just happened right there. Like, they
At
look
the
so
end of
tiny
the rainbow is where I find me gold.
The
It goes so hard on the Irish.
Where does it go?
It goes out into space. Who gives a fuck where it goes? He sounds like one of those priests that sing that like high pitched kind of song. and so may the Holy Lord be blessed with all your givings. Like that.
We are going to eject you out into space.
That just for a moment you sounded like the alien from Galaxy Quest.
Oh yes.
Oh, we have been waiting for you for such a long time. Why so serious, Michael? Why so serious?
Oh God.
My favorite Joker line in The Dark Knight is when he's doing that videotape thing with the cop in the chair. And he's like, look at me. Look at me! And he goes like really like demonish for a second. I remember getting like a jump scare when he did that. The same part when I got a jump scare also when the corpse hit the window next to the mayor. Like he's talking, he turns around, the corpse dressed in the bat costume hits the window. Like, ah! Discovery has not had a jump scare yet. I don't think they've done anything where I've twitched or maybe.
No, there was something that happened because I reacted to it on live on your stream. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember at the moment what it was, but they got me with something. I forget what it was. Cornwall's hair looks better in this episode.
Yeah, hair doesn't look great when it's backlit like that.
Well, yeah, with all the strays, it's true. Oh, this is where I guess they're gonna tell us. So they're just establishing that the AI that Control is after is isolated to the Discovery.
Yeah.
That's something I never caught before.
Well, that's the whole reason the Discovery herself has to get out of Dodge.
Go to the future, yeah. Well, because she won't let them destroy her either, which was interesting.
Even though that's so silly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, we didn't blow up the ship with the first shot. I'll fire a few more shots then and try that. They don't even try. They're just
Go
like
full battle, right? Like...
Yeah, it's like, oh well. I guess they're afraid Discovery might defend herself and actually kill them instead, but I doubt it. The Enterprise
has way more
far superior.
Yeah, firepower.
As we see in the last two episodes or the last episode. That Discovery's literally protecting... Enterprise is literally protecting Discovery.
What did we just miss? Did they just reveal that Burnham is the Red Angel?
Yeah, that... That it's her DNA.
That it's her DNA. That's right.
Yeah. And she's like, what?
What? Uh,
It's as if I'm the
ta-da.
main character.
Braxton, I saw the Thirst pic too. He's insanely tall and lanky. I had no idea
What do
how
you mean
tall.
thirst? Thirst.
Oh, Doug Jones posted like almost a birthday suit picture. Every year he posts a photo, shirtless photo when it's his birthday. He did one today. He's super lean and ripped. Like he has like a 9 pack or a 12 pack or whatever. But he's also very tall. You can tell how tall he is. I mean, you could tell on the show, but he
Yeah.
looks tall in this particular picture that he posted today.
Yeah, Doug Jones is pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he is a cool guy.
And friendly. Jesus Christ. I've not had any personal interaction with him, like, face to face. But he's responded to things, and I'm like, geez, he's super nice.
He's yeah, he's like a archetypal Midwesterner. Uh, he's got that. Oh, this is a Hannah Lee Culpepper episode. Nice.
Ah,
Oh, look, a new angle of the Discovery.
that's cool.
Oh, and then we go through this. Why are there open vents? Which
Well,
shield?
yeah, they're not open.
There's a shield, but still. Like, what is it? One way?
Do you think they should have, like, backup doors and things, or, anything just to replace that shield thing if it ever goes down? You'd have some kind of, like, metal thing
I think
block
that
off.
thing closes. It's probably ventilating, but it's just weird that they highlighted it.
Mm.
They're just like, let's find a new way to fly into Discovery.
Ah, Michael Burnham? I like how he says time travel technology that doesn't exist yet. Yeah, it existed in the past.
Right.
Like when Burnham
The
was a little girl, like years ago. So it's weird. It's like they're talking about a suit that was invented in the 2340s.
right. Oh wow, he's like
What a bitch.
on top of her. It's like crazy. He does not relent
He's like he's always getting those. He's always looking for those opportunities to say something to her.
to her. Yeah. It works on a really weird meta level because it kind of like gives sympathy for Burnham in a weird way. Hey, Stress Free K, what up? Nice to see you. By the way, Stress Free K, we're on episode 10, season 2, and we're at 12 minutes 12:01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, and Leland and Giorgio have just beamed aboard. I wish we got more of their friendship. Yeah, like why does Section 31 get away with wearing like bondage leather? Like what's up with that? They should have uniforms. I guess Leland's is kind of like a uniform. Project Daedalus. No, it's not you, Michael. This is where I like kind of understood the there's Michael who's doing the red signals, but then there's Michael's mom who keeps saving her from dying.
That was my question when I first saw it. It's like she saved herself from dying. Because I didn't guess anything like it would be her mother. I just thought it was her.
Yeah.
Because that was the theory that was going around anyway. In fact, that was like the first theory.
I
Uh,
remember calling out Mama Burnham was the Red Angel way early,
yeah, I think you said that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Or maybe
but
I
I did it as
don't.
a joke. I was joking when I said it. I didn't really
It
have
could
any
be her.
like
Yeah, it's probably her mother
bait.
or something.
Yeah, it was like one of those things.
Looks like I was right. Better start gambling on the horses. Yeah, really. What's going on with you guys? It's as if you knew everything about what's happening before we ever figure anything out. It's
It's
like you're
like
some
you're
kind
some
of
kind of.
secret shady organization.
He'll figure out this demented plan of killing you soon enough.
I like big group meetings like this in shows,
Yeah,
just in general, because when all like a bunch of characters are together in a room trying to figure something out.
and kudos to Hannah Culpepper for not doing a super shaky fly cam.
That's a nice shot.
Mm-hmm. It's weird how
Yeah,
there's
her
always
outfit
space.
is her
Yeah,
outfit.
like
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna say her outfit is super kinky.
yeah, like the studs, right? Like the and the spikes. Yeah, like how is that regulation?
She looks like she just screwed Billy Idol backstage.
Rock the cradle of love. What year did that song come out?
I don't know. I just know
She
it's
is showing
the
concern.
yeah. It's like she's got a serious face that doesn't quite gel with her character for some reason. She's so quippy and fucking sarcastic all the time and threatening. She's like one of those little dogs that barks to compensate for how insecure she is on the inside.
Is she really carrying a horsewhip on her hip? I'd have to look, but no, she's not. That's funny though. Stress free K. Oh my gosh, we she should be wearing cat. I bet Giorgio could rock Catwoman's suit. I mean, Michelle Yeoh, not Giorgio, but Giorgio also.
Yeah, geriatric Catwoman, I suppose. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I think this is the scene where she says "Poppy" or something weird like that. Yeah, this is a weird,
oh yes, yeah,
cringy
this is
scene.
weird. I remember this, and it's not. It's weird. You're right. It's cringy.
I think it's funny that he's wearing a suit from like today times.
But I just love how he walks in on this, and he's kind of got his hands in his pockets, like yeah, and he's got that close. And it's weird how it's like they insert this scene into the episode that doesn't. Stop talking. See, some of this Georgia stuff works and is funny, and then other times it's cringy. It's never consistently good. It's always like, oh, cool, and then, ugh.
Snap. Oh yeah, she is trying to make him jealous.
Totally unnecessary.
You too, Poppy. See? Oh yeah, I like that. I didn't forget that he calls her out. That's good. Do you just call me Poppy?
What a totally unnecessary thing with her and this. And it's like this episode is about other things. And see, like Tilly says, what just happened? And the writers were like, we tried to fill a couple of minutes.
Well,
And we
I
just
also
wrote an awkward scene where
yeah.
Giorgio's being like, weird.
I think Giorgio throws in those nuggets to throw people off of her actual plan or whatever. But yeah, it was weird.
Yes, that's what the writers were thinking.
It
Starfleet
was
Boy.
just for the gays. It was just for me.
Oh, well,
and
okay, yeah.
and any other gays. It was
You were just gonna say me,
I was just gonna say
me and you, the gays.
the gays.
I've joined the Lavender Brigade. No, that's an old saying.
Is it? I've heard "light in the loafers," which I always liked as a kid. I always liked it. Like I was like, oh, that's not an insult, but it was.
I don't know if it was disparaging, but if somebody came out as gay, it would be like, oh, an old. I don't know if it's Irish or Newfoundland, but it's like, oh, they joined the Lavender Brigade.
It sounds like awesome. The Lavender Brigade. Like it sounds like an army. Like it's cool. But yeah, they were probably disparaging
to me,
at
it
the
just
time.
sounds like
Unfortunately,
it just sounds like a group of fresh-smelling men or something. The lavender, like people like are very conscious about how they smell.
oh, I like that.
Like smelling nice, like lilacs or lavender or something.
No, it was definitely disparaging. So was "light in the loafers," even though it sounds cool to me, to my more modern ears, which I don't have the context and
There is a bit of haze in this episode as well, but I think that maybe just them tilting up the lights.
Mm.
And they have to tilt up whenever they show Doug Jones because it's like we can't jack the camera up this high, guys. We gotta get the crane shit to film Doug Jones. Javier, I forget his last name, the dude who played the Baul character. He's even taller than Doug Jones and skinnier. So like him and Doug Jones are commonly sought for these kind of like lanky creature kind of roles.
Did you ever listen to the band Pansy Division?
No.
Check them out.
Never even heard of them.
Indie rock from the 90s. Check them out. Pansy Division, very cool band. It was like one of the first openly gay indie rock bands too, if I recall correctly.
Oh, this is the scene where she beats the crap out of him. I want you to notice when she gets the revelation, she does this O face with her mouth and like does this like widens her mouth really wide and does the tears thing and like I gotta think like what does the actor have to do to get to that emotional state where they're like literally crying and they look like they're gonna go fucking crazy and snap, and she does, of course. But like you can never tell if it's method or not because some of these actors are so talented they can fucking turn it off and on like a switch. Like they seriously can. But you have other actors who give me a moment, I have to get into this mindset, and they have to like think about something that fucked them up in order to get those tears and stuff. Sometimes actors can generate tears by just not blinking their eyes for so long, and they fill up.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, little tricks you can do.
I have a trick. I don't know what it is, but like I kind of I can water my eye. I can make my eyes watery. I think I could cry if I wanted to. I'm gonna try crying next time on Starfleet Boy After Dark.
See, no blinking, and you can see the tear. You can see them welling up in the bottom there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here she goes.
And you can see the trick that I think she's employing, where you can see her almost try to blink, and she doesn't because she has the.
Oh, yeah.
And it
That was a
creates
good tear. Wow.
It creates that dramatic drop that falls down the face.
I actually like started getting watery eyed just looking at her and analyzing it. That's so weird.
See what she's doing with her mouth? She does
Yeah.
it even more in a second, I think.
But I
Or
think
unless she hits him
actors,
now.
she must go to a deep place too, though, because there's like a lot going on in her expressions. Beautiful dissection of the scene there, PJ.
I was young. I was hung. I didn't know what I was at.
Punch him in the goddamn face, Burnham. Just do it. Just punch him. Here she goes. Boom. Yes.
I
I.
don't. I don't. I don't take pleasure in what she's doing here. I don't see it as like yes, because Leland's. You don't know what Leland is at this point. Like, yes, he's a shady fucker, but when Control gets a hold of him, it's like, okay, Leland's gone now. We'll never know. And judging by his relationship with Pike, he was probably a decent person. But the fact that he actually does fess up and confess to her, whatever his motivations for that were, I guess, I don't know. But at least he told her.
Yeah, as satisfying as that was, it was like completely wrong, and she should be court-martialed or something. But yeah,
No, 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 Jesus. She just hit a Section 31 guy, and he probably completely understands why. So it's like,
yeah, I
you know,
guess
he's going
so.
to let that slide. I don't think he gets mad at her after this for it. Or if they even speak after this, I don't even know. Can't remember.
Hmm. What is that mission, Ash? This is actually, I kind of was like
That's
complaining. Oh, go ahead.
no, no, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was complaining a lot about Section 31, but Discovery does flesh it out in a new way.
Yeah, I'm them to Burnham and Tyler together was far less interesting than them apart, and his role is better in this season. But like, I think you could have just taken him out; it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
Yeah. This was a good scene, I remember. I really like what she says to him. Everything we know about identity, it's true. Until Jean-Luc.
Oh, Spock too.
Oh,
Spock was
Spock, yeah, it's
reborn.
true. Spock was reborn, yeah.
So that's cool though, because you have three characters right now that we remember or that we know of that were literally dead and reborn. So
And
it's
reborn, yeah.
Culber, Spock, and Picard.
And Picard. Well,
There's probably
Scotty
other
also, like in the TOS episodes, there's an episode where
relics. Yeah.
the robot Nomad kills Scotty and then
Oh
repairs
yeah.
him and brings him back to life.
Mm. There are probably other examples as well that we can't remember.
Oh, Stress Free K, yeah.
Oh, Data.
What's that?
Data was gone
Oh,
and he came back.
well, Data's a little different.
But we still thought he was gone for good, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he was back.
The version of Data
But
that's back though doesn't remember dying because it's collected from from the memories of B4. Oh, this is the line.
yeah,
One makes
yeah.
it again and again, like to make the choice to love every day. It's true.
Oh yeah.
I like that. So Data put his consciousness into the B4, and then, oh yeah, but then it is confusing because they do say that they may have collected one of his neurons from the wreckage of like the blast. But my impression is they got most of the information uh, from the B4, so Data doesn't remember dying specifically and then coming back to life, where these guys all remember dying and then coming back to life, which is different.
Mm.
Mm. she's like she's like, Spock, go away.
Mm. Despite its relation to your emotional profile. Correlation, yeah.
Hmm.
Well then. Well then, Spock. You like the good old violence, the good old
He's
ultra
going through a
violence.
phase.
Yeah, it's like I'm wearing black leather.
I have a beard.
I'm getting strapped into a harness every goddamn night. There's nobody else with me. I just like being in a harness. I find it soothing.
It'd be cool if Troy studied some of Cornwell's writings when she was in her counselor training. What are those things? Oh, I guess for like sword fighting or something. Those
They just,
posts. I guess they're just punch other punching
I
bags.
don't know. I don't work out.
Hmm. This
Well, isn't that
episode's full of
sweet?
some little nuggets here.
Um, After this is over, there's some news about Picard season 2.
Oh, I don't know it, so I'm excited.
If anybody wants to stick around for that, it's kind of spoilery.
I'll definitely be sticking around. Yeah, Spock's a cool brother. I agree.
Oh, I've had it full screen. I'm going back to the comments every now and again.
I like to go full screen too sometimes. It's like a good thing.
Yes. Every time you're about to die, you have to come back and save yourself. I think that's what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't let yourself die.
Until yeah, if things have to happen a certain way.
But then again, if you're from the future, already in the timeline where you survived, how would you know to go back? I don't know. I don't know how it works. He's, yeah, when it appeared to her, it was her. When it appeared to Spock, it was her mother.
Mm. Are you insane? She is kind of insane.
Even though they're wrong, the plan still works in a way.
Yeah.
Oh God! Why they? Oh,
It's like your biggest pet peeve, and they say it like every episode, like 3 or 4 times. It's funny. Commercial break. Dang,
it's
long commercial break. That was a long one, right?
it's like if you. It's like saying it's like I broke up with somebody today. The world is over.
This is like a distortion. That was an interesting distortion with that wide angle.
Yeah, it was okay. It was all right. It's not bad. I like this set.
I don't understand how JoJo's so concerned. It feels like she would be willing to do dangerous things like that. But whatever.
Well, it's Michael's life at stake, and she's
Yeah, it's true. She does care for her deeply.
and
It's true.
it's in those moments where she shows her, I guess, her prime side.
It does lend to some character development that proves like that she is evolving. Yeah, it's true.
You could have easily wrote her in a way where she's like, "Oh, you're gonna kill yourself? Oh, that's funny," or something like that, or like she made a joke of it. Burnham's like, "Oh, you're so cruel and unusual." She's scared.
He said it again. All sentient life will be lost.
I like how she does play. If I remember correctly, she does throughout. There are like these moments where she looks scared shitless,
Yeah,
and I
like in
think she
that
might.
last season.
Okay, this might be about this then. Yeah, she really is thinking like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die. And oh my god.
I think she and Book make a hotter couple. Like now that after seeing her with Book, now when I'm watching her with Ash, I'm like, ugh, whatever, get over it, Burnham. He's not worth your time. You're gonna find him a deeper love.
If I should stay.
I mean, Ash is a cool character in the end. Like,
When he
but
said me too, he should have said hashtag me too. It would have been funnier. He's like, cause you know he's a bad dude. All somebody got to do is look up what he did like last year, and he's they're like, dude, you broke the doctor's neck. You tried to kill Burnham. He tried to kill his mirror counterpart. That's how messed up he was.
oh, there's Nielsen, the old Arium.
The old Arium, yeah. I believe the story behind her was that she couldn't, her skin like couldn't handle the makeup
Oh,
job,
that's terrible. Poor thing.
and not every. I mean, that's not everybody can do that. I mean, sometimes it can have a very like negative effect. She could have been allergic to something or had a reaction, and they're like, okay, Hannah Cheeseman can do it, and then we'll kill her. We'll kill Arium then, and then you'll come back as a new crew member.
Oh,
Not that,
whoa.
not that that's
You're just
malicious or
taking a
anything.
weird delight in their relationship problems. But yeah, you're right about that, PJ.
Her suit looks so cool. Like, oh, I love it.
The Section 31 one, right?
Yeah, and just the suit, like the suits in general, just all of them.
I just wish I want to know how they went from these suits to the ones with the gigantic helmets and TOS. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember
Yeah,
the spacesuits in
yeah.
TOS?
In the rebooted version, by the time they get the TOS, they'll literally be like these uniforms that they can just like snap their finger and it like and it transforms into a spacesuit and does whatever they want.
That's what it should be.
By the time you get to TOS, they're going to be like transporting instead of just walking to the next room. Ground control to Major Tom. That sounds so soap opera-y, like a CW show. Like, we're closing the wormhole in the angel's wake. It's like, what? What soap opera is this?
Were you when you first saw this, like, were you feeling the tension, or how were you
Yes,
feeling?
it was tense,
Yeah,
and
me too. I
I
feel like again, yeah, same thing.
I was not the only one, but I did say along with a lot of other people that Burnham will die in season 2, and she does. She comes back to life soon after, but still technically. But in this particular episode, when they get to this point where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna kill you," I believe they were actually gonna do it, and it would have been it. And it's right. It's true that it would have been the only way for the Red Angel to come back. And, they were right. The plan panned out. They were just wrong about that one detail.
The one detail, yeah. We find out there are two Red Angels. Oh. Again.
Again.
That's a Spock line. That's a good Spock line.
Yeah, that's a good Spock line. Such a way with... Sounds like something Jim would say.
Yeah,
Such a way with words, Spock.
Yeah. Burnham and Kirk, very close in character. At times.
Yeah, I guess.
Just at times. Like, there's something about, like, the jumping into... one of the critiques both I and many people gave was, like, how she just goes by her gut. But Kirk kind of always goes by his gut, so nothing new.
Well, Burnham, like him, jumps headfirst into a lot of things. But not without thinking first.
She isn't always right, but yeah.
Yeah, she definitely messed up with that Klingon stuff, didn't she? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember?
I like that Disco, Stress Free K says, I like that Disco didn't kick her off the show, found a new role for her. Oh, for the Ariam actor. Yeah, Kenneth Mitchell and also Tilly's and
She's
Burnham's
terrified.
hubby.
Oh, God, this is hard to watch. I remember this was very difficult to look at and to listen to. You're basically watching somebody be tortured for a few minutes.
Stamets looks like how I feel, but like Culber's just kind of watching like a doctor. Oh my God, it is like primal, isn't it?
It's like something out of a horror movie. It's the kind of intensity that I think they meant to do in the Icheb scene in Picard, but the only difference is this actually means something and it's not gratuitous in a way where it's like they let it drag the Icheb one.
Gotcha.
They let this scene drag on for as long as it needs to because like she needs to die. But the other one, it was just like that scream. I can't stand it.
Oh yeah, I know.
His scream in that, and it's like, and I don't feel angry at the person who did it to him. I feel angry at the people who created the scene. But that's either here nor there, and I'm not really angry. I'm just
yeah.
I think you can. There's a fine line between doing something like this and it being too much to where it's like a turn off. But the way this is played, it's like even when I'm talking about it and I'm not really trying not to pay attention too much to her, I can still feel the tension that I did when I first watched it.
Oof. That's interesting, Stress Free K. That is a little much.
The gasping is very well done. See, the direction in this episode works.
Yeah.
You get all of these, like... I mean, I understand, like, TV now, you can't hold a frame for more than a couple of seconds.
There she goes, flatlined.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's the end of her. I guess the show's over now.
Oh, this is actually getting me. I'm getting, like, chills here. Whoa.
They get
Live.
everyone's reaction. I like Cornwell's reaction.
Yeah.
Look, Stamets was just like, oh.
He's just like flabbergasted. Yes, here comes Mama Burnham, saves the day. Yes. She's like, you fucking assholes, you killed my daughter.
I'd like to know how did she discover the timeline where Burnham wasn't alive or where she died at that point.
Mama Burnham must keep track of, like, she must have like a Google alert
Yeah, it's like
Do you know what I mean? Like,
she's. It's literally the angel, the red angel, is literally like a godly angel, like an
yeah.
omnipotent Q-like being in a
Well, if you're
sense.
from the future, anything in the past, you can, if as long as it's recorded. That's the important thing. Is like at some
But
point they probably recorded her death and the time and the circumstances, and that's how she's
but
able to come.
yeah, I know, but Mama Burnham's already in another timeline altogether, right?
Well, no, she's in the future. Oh, here we go. It's like a beam of light can revive her. So, what do you think's happening
It,
there? Is she
it,
just reversing time on Burnham?
maybe would have made. I don't know. Maybe it would have made more sense if I don't know how they explain it later. But I guess
Oh,
if it
this
was
is
one of those things where she's beaming some kind of temporal thing at her, and it like
yeah,
reverses
yeah,
her like dead heart or something.
exactly. Oh, this is so gross. I remember this. Ugh.
I don't. I hate this.
Why would there be that in there?
I hate this.
Yeah, like why would there be what?
There. Oh,
Why would
there it
that be
is.
in there? Like, why would that be in there?
I
Why is
just
there a
hate.
needle
I
in the
just
eye
fucking hate the
scanner?
obsession with eye violence and
Yeah, it's true.
Oh God.
But also, why is there a needle in the eye scanner? Like, what is that?
Yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense.
Like, what is? What's
Control somehow manufactured it and stuck it in there.
yeah? LOL. Speaking of Ichev, dang. And reveal. This Hanley Culpepper is great. This episode's really well directed. That was it. Nice.
They say they say time is the fire in which we burn them.
Which we burn them. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
All
I
right.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching that with you. That was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, it's always better watching it with somebody.
Yeah, Star Trek is to be watched with friends on a
Yeah.
rewatch, on a commentary. It was also nice having you all in the audience. Stress Free K, Blue, Braxton. Hope you enjoyed our commentary. I think Braxton's still watching the episode.
Indeed. I have some news about Star Trek Picard.
Oh yeah, let me turn off my episode. Hey guys, if you don't want to hear this apparently spoilery news about Star Trek Picard, this is the time that you would probably tune out. Uh, but yeah.
Well, okay. If you don't want to know anything about who's going to be in season 2, then go away.
Go away.
I'm gonna
Just
read
kidding.
this art. Read
I
this
mean,
article
yes,
real
go away.
quick.
All right, good.
This is just part of it. John Delancey continues to bring up his work on Star Trek Picard for his cameo videos. In past updates, he's let us know that Q was annoying the shit out of Picard in season 2, and he even revealed they are shooting season 2 and season 3 back to back. He has spoken extensively about doing scenes with Patrick Stewart and said he would be working with other members of the Picard cast. In his latest update, he mentions working with 2 TNG cast members who were also part of Picard season 1. And he says, I'm back into the Star Trek universe. I'm doing Picard right now. Of all people, Mr. Picard. I'm doing Picard right now with, of all people, Mr. Picard. So that's been great fun. It's been great fun to see Patrick, to see Brent Spiner, to see Jonathan Frakes. I'm also going to be working with Jonathan coming up here in a couple of weeks, so it's great fun. Now, he could be in the show or as a
director.
director. I think it's going to be both. I also think, obviously Brent Spiner is in it as Soong.
Yeah, that makes
Uh,
sense.
I'm gonna
But he
skip
could
to
be
the
data flashbacks, but I doubt it.
here we go. That's the part I'm getting to.
Ah.
Uh, it has been presumed that Brent Spiner would be reprising his role as Dr. Alton Indigo Soong. However, in another cameo video, Delancey said something surprising. I am on the next season of Picard, and Sir Patrick and I have a whole bunch of scenes which we thoroughly enjoyed working with each other. I have got one coming up with Data on this coming Tuesday. So yeah, we're moving along.
You know, the thing is though, with Q, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a flashback because he could just resurrect Data like for a minute. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. It's so wild what Q can do. Do you know what I mean? Like he could just
Yeah.
bring Data back for a moment to have like a question answered or whatever. It could be anything, or it could be Data in the past. It could, you know, because there's a little timey wimey going on in those, like with the bus scene with Rafi and
Yeah.
you know,
And it's
so
possible he could have misspoke, but yes, it could. There is strong hints that season 2 of Picard will involve either time travel or alternate timelines or alternate dimensions. Whether that's the mirror. My big thing is I think they might be delving into the mirror universe.
really.
I think that's what there was a leaked picture of Patrick Stewart in a black outfit standing next to F8.
Yes, I did see that. You're right.
And
I
people were
assumed,
thinking he was part of the Romulan coalition or whatever it is now. Whatever it is, I don't know.
yeah, and I assumed it was Shinzon.
Ah, yes.
Had he
That's your
gotten
theory.
old or something like that, or an alternate timeline where Shinzon survived, where Picard lets Shinzon. That could have been it. Like if Data, if he continues to regret Data's sacrifice, maybe he's like, what if I never Data never had to sacrifice himself?
Mm.
Well, Shinzon would have, you know, possibly won or whatever. I don't know.
And something that the guys on Trek Central pointed out in regards to what's being released this year. If we have Lower Decks on August 12th and it ran 10 episodes and the very next show, not that it is, but if the very, not, they didn't say this, but they think Prodigy's might come before Lower Decks, which I don't think will happen. But let's just say by the time Lower Decks is finished and then you do 10 episodes of Prodigy, you only have one more week in the year to do Discovery then. If that's the way they're doing it, like show after show after show.
Mm.
It would be like the last week in December that would be the first episode of season 4 of Discovery, if that was the schedule.
Oh, very interesting.
So to put out 3 shows as they're saying they will in 2021, there might be overlap at some point if they want to put them all or at least half of Discovery season 4 in 2021.
Most intriguing, as Data would say.
But yeah, we're only not that long away from Lower Decks.
I know, it's insane.
And we should be getting more promotional material for other shows. I mean, we haven't seen any of the animation from Prodigy yet.
No, I know. I'm excited.
So they're saving that, I think.
Soong and Data flashbacks will be very nice. Also, Data could resurrect himself by someone plugging in his flash drive into the new Data. That's true. Those flash drives is what was Data in the at the end of Picard. That's right.
Blue skies smiling at me.
Blue sparks smiling at me. Nothing but blue spark from now on.
Alrighty.
That was good news.
Yes.
It's a good little tidbit of news there.
Thank you for joining us, folks.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure. It's been a
Yeah, it was
pleasure.
fun. It was a pleasure. Pleasure.
Until next time, stay frosty.